to the podcast.
My Opinion Doesn't Matter, the podcast where we give you our opinions.
And they don't matter, so.
We are your host. I am Rocky.
And I'm Jay.
And let's get ready for this week's episode. I don't know what we're really going to talk about.
Oh, so many things. I
have a topic first.
What is it?
Hot girl summer.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Okay, anyways, go ahead.
Okay, so obviously on TikTok, it's a trend to go like on hot girl walks, you know, just get out, walk a little bit for your mental health. And then I've been seeing this trend of why I can't have a hot girl summer because I'm in a relationship. So does hot girl summer equal like going out and like sleeping around with people? Or is it just, because I view hot girl summer as like a mindset of like, I'm gonna like do me this summer, and like that can be in a relationship and not in a relationship. Like I don't know. And so like I've been posting it. I don't want people to be like, man, she's posting hot girl summer and she's in a relationship. Must be a shitty relationship.
It is. So, just kidding. I'm just playing. I feel like hot girl summer is literally just like a mental thing. Like, okay, last summer I was boring. I didn't do shit. This summer I want to get out. I want to have a hot girl summer. Like, you can have a hot girl summer while being in a relationship. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, you can't do that. You can't go out. You can't exercise. You cannot walk Atlas. You can't eat at all ever again. You can't eat any junk. You have to only eat healthy stuff. Like,
right? Like I just feel like, because I keep seeing things of like why I can't have a hot girl summer. You can still go out and do fun things with your friends while in a relationship.
Absolutely. I think so too.
And so I've been like having this like mental battle of like, should I stop posting like hot girl walks and hot girl summer stuff because I'm in a relationship?
No.
But like, you don't give a fuck if I post it that says hashtag hot girl summer.
I don't.
Like,
I really don't care.
Yeah.
I don't post TikTok unless it's like gaming shit or like music stuff. I don't care.
I post a lot of TikToks.
We know you do.
I pretend that I have a following on TikTok when I actually don't.
It's like a little, like you have more following than I do.
I have
don't
77 followers.
I don't like people. People are trash. So
I have 77 followers, but
I think I have 109 now.
Look at you go.
I know, for no reason. It's literally all bots, I think. So
I just post stuff that like I would watch. Like if I try a new drink at Sonic, I post it. If I do something with my photography, I post it. I'm trying to get Ghost Energy to notice me and like sponsor me, and so I've been posting stuff about Ghost Energy drink and tagging them, although I don't think they use their TikTok all that often. I think they use Instagram more, so I might just be like,
just export them, and save them, and put them on
Instagram. Yeah, see, so there's this thing about TikTok versus Instagram. TikTok, I feel like I'm invisible.
Instagram is better in my opinion.
Well, no. Listen. So on TikTok, I feel like I can post whatever I want without the worry of people that I actually know seeing it and judging me. Even though there are people, like there's my friend from high school who likes all my TikToks and like she'll comment and be like, try this, do this. Like she just asked me for a hair tutorial on one of my last ones. And like Caitlin and like Aubrey and Alyssa and John, they all see my TikToks. But on Instagram, that's embarrassing. Like, and I don't know what that mental like difference is. It's still,
you should just stop caring. Like just post them whenever the fuck you want, wherever the fuck you want, and if you have some negative shit, shut up, bitch. Like, yeah, no one cares. Because like honestly, like I've posted like maybe an actual like, I don't know what they're called. Are they like
on Instagram?
Yeah,
they're called reels.
Okay, I posted 2 reels, and both of them got over, like, one of them got, like, 1,500, the other one got over 2,000, and I had no idea how it happened, and I really want to say it's just because it had to do with, like, Paramore and Yellowcard.
I love Yellowcard.
So, I really feel like it had to do with that, and it was, like, guitar stuff, so, but if it's, like, whatever you're doing, I don't know. Like, I don't know how good. I feel like it would be really, like, it would be fun.
I'm definitely not, like, because right now, I love Ghost Energy, and they have a very much like fitness, like drink this before you go work out. We have pre-workout, but all their models and all their sponsorships are white thin people who are on the
white tees
who are on the extreme of fitness. And I want to be like their first, like, hey, normal people actually drink this too. Because I'm like drinking it before I go to the gym and lift like my little tiny weights that I can do now, just because I haven't done it in a while, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it can be for everybody. And I just think it'd be cool if I could actually like get them to notice me, even if it's for like one post, you know? They're like, well, like throw her a bone or whatever. Like, I think it'd be cool.
That'd be funny.
Right. I think I could make it happen. You don't think I could make it happen, do you?
I never said you couldn't. I'm just saying, like, do whatever. And then if they, you know, they're like, hey, Megan, good for you. And then they're like, let's forget about this bitch.
Well, just send me some free ghosts, honestly.
They'll probably send you the nastiest ones, too. The stuff that's just been sitting there for 5 years. Like, has mold and shit on the inside. Yeah, take these free ghosts. And it's just nasty flavors. It's not even the good ones. So it'd be like, you like the mango one. The one that neither one of us drinks.
Yeah, I don't really like the mango one.
They send you all mango.
My favorite is the orange cream, but that's because I love like the orange cream.
You're disgusting. That's why, actually. It's not even because you like them, it's because you're gross.
And we just tried the Bubblicious
Gross.
Strawberry Splash.
Gross.
It smells and tastes like...
It tastes like Bubblicious you've had in your mouth for too fucking long and you need to spit it the fuck out.
No.
That's what it tastes like.
But do you know what's weird? So you know when you open like the Bubblicious gum and it has like that powder on it?
Yes. The crack?
It still smells and tastes like that powder's on there, even though it's not, and it's just liquid.
It's very like it's saturated Bubblicious. It's a saturated Bubblicious drink, and it has a really bad aftertaste, like the gum has been in your mouth for too long, and you haven't brushed your teeth in a while.
I'm just trash, and I love sweet things.
She doesn't brush her teeth. That's basically what she's.
I do.
I'm just playing. Oh my goodness gracious. So, one thing I think we're not gonna get into all the things that happened. Friday?
Yeah.
On Friday. I just don't think we need to.
Well, we've already said that this wasn't gonna be.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. This is not what this is. So we're just gonna. But I think my biggest thing would probably be like, I'm sure a lot of you know that I do like Twitch and like YouTube content and stuff like that. And just to kind of like touch on to that, last podcast I made a joke about saying that I would probably quit my job, and it actually is true that I would, and there's a lot of reasons that I'd probably get into later as to why I wouldn't work at my job, and a lot of you know what my job is and kind of what it entails, and I'm around people, customers inside their homes all the time, and just the stuff that I hear and the stuff that I deal with, it's caused like a big like mental toll and then obviously a physical toll, obviously, because you know I gotta do ladders and I'm in the elements all the time, and I've gotten so sick over this past year, more sick than I've really ever been physically. So but I am gonna do Twitch and my music stuff full time. The thing that I've kind of realized now though is that, and this isn't anyone's specific, so I don't want people reaching out to me and be like, I hope this isn't about me. Like, no, it's something that I've noticed, not even just now, but like even before, like when I first started doing Twitch, I have a lot of people who, they'll like my Facebook page, or they'll like my posts on Facebook, or they'll like my stuff on Twitter, or like it on Instagram, but they don't actually go and actually show the support. And I'm not saying you have to watch my stream every single day like that. I understand.
For the whole
no one has time to do that. I'm a realistic person. Like even when I'm at work, I don't have time to sit down and watch someone's Twitch all day. But if I'm at my computer and I'm like, okay, one of my friends are on, I'll leave it in the background and go do some other stuff. Like I want to support you, but it makes it really hard to support someone when they don't support me. And I've noticed that so much lately, even without like not even music stuff, not even Twitch stuff, my music stuff a lot of times too, because it's not what people listen to. So because it's not what you listen to, that's your excuse to not support it. And I just think that's bullshit. Like, I'm going to be completely honest. It's bullshit. And because, I mean, I've called out, you know, family members on it. And one of my family members, you know, whatever, my mom, I was like, you know, I just want you to support me more. And she does. Like, she has literally gone out of her way to actually show that she's supportive of whatever decisions I'm making as far as music, gaming, whatever I want to do. And I would just like to see some of my family do that more, or some of my friends do that more, because I've been streaming consecutively for like a week now, and I've had, you know, a few of my friends, not my closest friends, but a few of my friends show up and say, hey, what's going on? How are you? I'm really into this game, especially the Quarry. Obviously, the Quarry was like ridiculous.
That was a good start.
The Quarry was ridiculous. But it's like, I would love to see more of my friends that I'm like closest with support. But it's like one of those things where it's like, and this is something that's happened in the past, where people would invite me to go do things, support whatever their cause is, and I'm all for it. I'm 100% for it. But then when it comes to reciprocating that energy, it's not given back. So I'm not gonna keep wasting my energy on people who are not gonna reciprocate the energy back. And I've done that so much, and I really don't have enough energy to give at this point, because like all my energy has went to work. And then, you know, for me now, I want to do this full time, and there's going to be so much that goes into this for me to even be able to make money and have like some sort of fan base. But without the support, I'm not going to get anywhere. Like, I'm just going to literally be stagnant. And do not tell me to stream and then you don't come watch my stream. Like, shit like that is annoying. Don't be like, yeah, you should stream, and then you don't come watch it. Like, what the shit like that really makes me mad, because it's like, why say that and then just for you to just be like, just kidding, I'm not gonna come, I'm just gonna go do my own thing. And it's like, I don't want to sound bitter, but it's gotten me to a point of like resentment at this point, where I'm just like, don't show up, whatever, but I'm no longer going to reciprocate that energy. And I know someone's going to take this and be like, well, okay, so that's why I didn't want to hang out. No, that's not why I didn't want to hang out with you. I have therapy next week.
So
same day.
Our schedule for next week is literally, because if you still want to keep a consistent stream schedule, you're going to have to stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday morning-ish.
Yep.
Because around like 2:30 you have a consultation for
my surgery,
tooth extraction, and your other extraction.
Exactly.
And right after that's done,
I have therapy at 4.
You have time to get to therapy at 4. And then the plan is to leave for Texas. And
I'll be gone until the following week. So, and then our year anniversary is on Sunday, guys, the 2nd. Woo! But I'm super excited about that, because, you know, but I just think that, like, I feel like I know someone's gonna take this the wrong way, and I by no means want anyone to take this the wrong way. It's
take
more
this as a venting session. Like, you're not really calling anybody out.
You're
venting out
my frustrations, because these have been my frustrations since literally day one of me writing music, which was like 2000, and I don't goddamn know. So I just want more of that support, because my whole life has been people wanting me to do things for them and give things to them. Mm-hmm. But then that energy is not reciprocated. So, and I've been on the other side of that, where, you know, I've wanted people to do stuff for me, and I maybe not reciprocated energy back. But I would like to think that I've done a lot better at being like, okay, tit for tat, basically. Yeah. Like, I'll do this for you if you do this for me. But right now I'm just doing this for you. And then, like, I've literally just stopped being friends with people who I've always done what they wanted me to do. Always done everything for them, but then that energy is not reciprocated, and that resulted in us not being friends at all, because I got tired of it. So it's just, I want to see more support, whether it's coming in for 5 minutes just saying, hey, I'm not saying you have to subscribe to me, you do whatever you want. If you have Amazon Prime, it's free to subscribe to me. Yes, I'm gonna plug that in there because I don't give a fuck. but if you don't, it literally is like $6, I think, a month. And it just, like, it's not, and I understand money is a big thing right now. Gas prices crazy, whatever. You don't have to do it. I just want to see you come in, say hi, enjoy it for 10 minutes and leave. Whatever. Go do whatever you're going to do. But an excuse is an excuse. So for me, like, my whole life has been excuses. And then I finally got to a point where it was like, I cannot continue to make excuses for myself, and I cannot accept them either. So I'm at a point now where I'm like, we're all adults. If you don't want to come to my stream, just say that. Like, just be like, look, I'm not into it. Sorry. And I'll just be like, all right, well, I'm not into the shit you want to do. So, with that being said.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to vent about that, just because that has been something that has been bothering me. And to the point that I've, like, cried about it. Like, I've spent countless nights crying about it, because I'm like, why should I have to outcry for, like, help? You know what I mean? Like, I'm about to cry right now because it pisses me off. Like, it's a frustrating thing. So I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Real thug to your
I'm
face.
a thug. I mean, just we're good. We're good. We're good. But anyways, that's my topic.
Yeah.
That's my topic. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else.
Are you excited for Texas?
I am excited for Texas.
I'm excited to eat food.
I've only ever gone to Texas once.
Did you eat Whataburger?
Unfortunately.
Whataburger is
I did not like it.
Whataburger is going to be the death of me, because when I first moved to Texas, I worked at Whataburger for like 3 months, I think. And I hated every single second of it, because it's just, when I first started, like, when I first lived there, I was like, Whataburger this, Whataburger that, love Whataburger, it's so great. And then I was like, I fucking hate Whataburger. And everyone's like, let's go to Whataburger. I'm like, fucking no. That's like the only thing that's open overnight, though, besides what, Jack in the Box?
Yeah.
Jack in the Crack. And I think Taco Bell used to be open. And I mean, I guess McDonald's and Burger King, but it's like,
I don't know, I'm pretty sure when we went, because I went with a friend in high school, and it was just a really jam-packed trip and everything.
Yeah.
And because she didn't want anything on her hamburger either, and she ordered it plain, but I guess plain still comes with mustard on it.
Plain does come with mustard still, yes.
And that's trash. And so we take these huge bites into these burgers.
Plain and dry. Gotta say plain and dry.
Yeah, well, we didn't know that.
Yeah.
And so...
They played you.
They did.
They played you.
They really did. And so it was very much not a good vibe, and the trip was the trip. The trip itself was... It was also the last time I rode a roller coaster. So... And I about died. So here's the story. So in 2nd grade, going all the way back to 2nd grade, my oldest sister let me ride the Mamba at World of Fun.
Oh, best ride there.
And I about passed out. Like, I squeezed her hand so hard that I dug my nails into her that I made her bleed. And so then I didn't ride a roller coaster again until my 8th grade year, and they take all the 8th graders to World of Fun. And I rode almost everything. I think the only one I did not ride was a Mamba, just because, traumatic events. Not going to relive those. And so I think I rode everything besides maybe that and the Timberwolf, just because the line was super long.
Timberwolf, CJ got stuck on that.
Yeah, it's still like the wooden roller coaster. But it was fun. It was great. And then so I was like, okay, like I can do roller coasters again. This is fine. So we go to SeaWorld in San Antonio. And there's this one ride, and it's literally just like the Patriot, if you've ever been to World of Fun. It has like maybe one more upside down loop than the Patriot, if that. Otherwise, identical. So we're in line. It's me, my friend, her brother, and then her cousin. And so we sit. It was her brother, me, her cousin, her. And so we get down. We sit in the seats. You hear the shh, and your seats like lock in.
Yeah.
And they seatbelt you in. And literally the minute the guy like seatbelted me in, I was like, no, I can't. And then my friend's brother looked at me and he was like, are you okay? And I was like,
can't take her nowhere.
I was like, I don't know. And then he's like, wait, stop the ride. And so they have to undo everybody so I can get out. And I like went and had like a little panic attack. Not a full-blown panic attack, but the closest thing I've ever had.
She went in the corner and was like,
I did.
Hyperventilating.
No shame. Like, it happened, and I've never ridden a roller coaster since. That was like the last straw. I don't know if it was a mental thing or what it was, but never again will I ride a roller coaster.
I wouldn't either. Not even gonna lie. I'm not really like a roller coaster kind of person anymore. I used to be, but
my stomach can't take it anymore.
I've seen too many people fly off them bitches, so I'm like, nah, that ain't for me.
Honestly, last time I even got motion sick on a swing set at the elementary school. Because my students were like, Miss Rocky, come swing with us. I was like, okay, I have nothing better to do than, my job. So I went.
Oh my God. People don't leave your children with her as your teacher.
Hey.
2nd grade.
It was recess.
Don't leave her with your children.
And
she ain't gonna be teaching them nothing.
And I got sick, I got really dizzy after it. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting old. I'm only 27. I'm not even that old.
Yes, you are. You're starting to get that sciatica shit.
You're older than me, so.
That was fake. You did not have to throw me. You thought you ate.
I didn't.
I don't think I eat.
That was
okay.
So last night, every time I said anything, and Jay'd be like, "Oh, you thought you ate? Oh, you thought you ate?"
Do I talk like that?
Yes.
Oh, you thought you ate? Oh, you thought you? I don't talk like that.
And I don't talk like Kermit the Frog.
Oh my God. So anytime I mock her, it's in the Kermit the Frog voice because that's what I hear when she talks.
I hate you.
You fucking don't. Oh my God.
Anyway, and I was trying to say, I don't even remember. I'm done.
I'm done. No, it was really funny because I said something and she said something in response and it was like, yeah, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, you thought you ate? That was wrong. And then she was like, I don't think I eat, but, and I was like, nope. And it was the most hilarious conversation.
Probably more so of you had to be there kind of funny. People are probably listening to us laugh and being like, that wasn't even funny.
No, just mocking you is funny.
For those of you who are just listening, I just gave Jay a death look.
Is that what you want to call it?
I don't know.
You don't have a mean look in your body. You're such a look at that. You have such a baby face. Oh. And then here I am just looking angry all the time until proven not. Maybe.
Not angry until proven.
Maybe.
Not.
Depending.
Yeah.
Unless I'm at work, then that look is on my face all the time. So it's just blank. It's just and then it'll be somebody making a joke, and then I'll just that shit is not funny. It's not giving comedy. It's giving tomatoes. Shut up. Go sit down. Let me finish my tomato boo, bitch. It's giving corny. Corn on the cob. I don't want to hear it. Go sit down and let me finish my job so I can go home.
Yeah. But back to the original topic. I am excited for Texas because I've only ever got to see one little part of it, and it wasn't even my family's trip. So you know how it always is you just feel like you're just okay.
You're just kind of there. Yeah. I feel like it'll be a good time for us to kind of get away.
It'll be our first vacation outside of Kansas.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I was like, Kansas? When's Hiawatha? That's still in fucking Kansas.
My hometown is in Kansas.
Gross.
St. Joe's not, though. You've been to St. Joe? You've been to Missouri?
We went to Taco Bell.
Oh my God!
It was 2:00 in the morning or something like that.
This was in October or November?
Something like that.
In the fall sometime. My mom had a little health scare and she was in the hospital for a couple days. Not even a couple days, I think just overnight.
Yeah, it was just overnight.
And so we had gone to my hometown to go, see her, but she was in the hospital in St. Joe, Missouri. And so we didn't get to Hiawatha till 9:30. We had to wait for my sister to bring us the house keys because I needed some things out of the house for both my parents. And then we got to St. Joe. We hung out in my mom's hospital room for a while. And then we're hungry. But the only thing that was open was Taco Bell.
Taco Hell.
And so it's like a 45-minute drive from St. Joe to my parents' house. So we're driving home and we're like, okay, we'll just eat when we get home. Not realizing that my sister was staying there with her kids. And so we're upstairs in one room. The kids are sleeping across the hall. So we're in my rooms, or in my old room, sitting on the floor, eating Taco Bell in like whispers because we don't want to wake the kids up because they had school the next day.
So I'm like yelling at her in whisper mode. And then she's yelling at me in whisper mode. And then we're like, shh.
You're too loud.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
But it'll be a fun time. It'll be a good 5.5 hour car ride of
Nonsense.
Doja Cat on
Probably.
repeat. Doja Cat on repeat.
Yeah.
We don't really listen to Megan Thee Stallion anymore as much.
I do occasionally.
I don't as much.
Captain Hook refuses to leave my on repeat.
Because you're fat!
It's been on my on repeat since it came out, and I don't... There'll be songs I listen to like one time that end up on my on repeat. Like Siamese, Bananas. I listened to it once.
It's all the one time is all you need.
And it's on my on repeat.
The one time is all you need.
And then what's trash about... So I listen to my on repeat playlist on Spotify all the time. And so those songs never leave my on repeat.
Because you keep listening to them.
Well, yeah, but I like some of the songs on the playlist. And so I really just set myself up to listen to the same 15 songs.
So you can't complain about them still being on there when you...
I can complain about whatever I want.
Toxic. See what I got? See what I deal with?
You see what you have the privilege
deal with. Your privilege is showing. Shut up. You thought you ate. Give me the fucking plate. God. What else?
I don't know. What do you got to talk about? I really thought what your topic would take longer.
Why? Because I just complain? I just be bitching?
No. What?
I don't be bitching.
You don't be bitching.
I'm alright. I handle shit on my own. Like, I just kind of quietly deal with it, and then I just kind of get over it. And then later she'll like, what was wrong with you like a week ago? And I'm like, oh, well, shit, these motherfuckers.
Yeah, you like to keep it in.
Yeah, I don't really talk about stuff.
I'll ask you though. I'll be like, you want to talk about it? You'll be like, no, not yet. I'm like, okay, cool.
Because I'm still like in my feelies about it, and
yeah.
I want to make sure that my feelings are justified in my brain, so I don't talk about it until I'm like, okay.
Meanwhile, I come home and any inconvenience, I'm listen to what happened to me.
And I'll be like, dude, I just woke up. No. It's like, no, I don't want to listen to you right now.
Rude.
I bucked at her in my sleep. I was like, but I was
you
asleep.
Roll over and went. For those of you who weren't watching, I just bucked out the camera.
My fucking bad. I guess I'm just aggressive in my sleep as well. I was lied to. I had a dream. I had the weirdest. I was having a lucid dream, and I have them pretty often, but this was like a very, and for once it wasn't a fucking nightmare. It was like I wasn't like running from some man trying to stab me. It was me, or playing superhero, I guess. It was literally us living together. I swear to God, she was making bacon, and I was like, wow, she's making breakfast right now? Like, that's fucking amazing. Like,
we don't even have bacon.
We don't. We have not bought bacon in a while. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, wow, she got bacon and everything. I woke up and it smelled like dust and dog, and I was like, never fucking mind. Like,
no bacon.
Bacon.
You were very active in your sleep last night. Every like 5 minutes it was
dude, I was like dreaming about something.
Apparently.
I don't know. I don't even remember what the rest of the dream was. I just distinctly remember the bacon part.
That happened one time when I was still living at home, and I thought my mom was making cookies. Because in my dream, I had smelled like chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
So I ran downstairs, and I was like, did you make cookies? And she's like,
fucking no. Loser.
I was like, oh, I thought I smelled cookies.
She's like, you can by making them yourself. like I woke up and she had come in the room and she like sat down And I was like, why are you wearing jean shorts? Did you leave? And she was like, no, I just want to put shorts on. And then Atlas was like, excuse me, guys. And just like laid right on top, basically on top of me.
Yeah.
But
He was like, this is my spot.
the back of his ears smell like meat. Like, I don't.
Well.
No, it's not the Slim Jims, I promise. I went to go give her a hug the other night. She goes, she starts laughing. I'm like, what's funny? She's like, you just smell like meat, man. Get away from me. Because I had eaten Slim Jims. And she's like, you just smell like meat. Can you please back up? And I'm like, no. Now I want to breathe in your face.
No, what I was going to say is, you're responsible for giving him a bath. Because the 2 times I have tried. So, Atlas is Jay's dog. He's had Atlas for, 6, 7 years?
It's going to be 6 this year.
6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, I mean, Atlas likes me and everything, but he listens to you better.
As always. I mean, that's...
And so, there was one time in the other house we lived in, Atlas really needed a bath, really bad. I was like, okay.
Yeah, he smelled terrible.
I will buckle down and I'll give him the bath. What's the best way to do it? And you're like, he's scared of it. He doesn't really like it, especially bathtubs that he has to step over. So just sit in the bath with him and he should be fine. And I'm like, all right, bet. So I finally got him in the bathtub. That was a struggle. And, I got him all rinsed off. And we had, the soap that has to, stay on for, 3 minutes, It's like an oatmeal bath because sometimes he gets itchy.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in the bathtub with him, and I swear to God, he made direct eye contact with me. He looked behind me, and before I could even blink, the motherfucker jumps over my shoulder, runs out of the bathroom, and is rolling on the couch. Keep in mind, he is still soaking wet and has soap on him. Oh, I was pissed. And he doesn't have a collar on, so, I can't really, grab him. So I'm, bear hugging him back into the... And he's, a medium-sized dog. He's not a little dog.
He's medium to large. He's 60 pounds, 65 pounds.
Back into the bathtub, and he's looking at me like I just, murdered his firstborn child. And I'm like, dude. So I finally get him rinsed off and everything. That was a hot mess. And then I was like, okay, I know what to expect now. And so I gave him a bath probably a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And so I got him in the bathroom and I shut the door because I learned my lesson this time. I brought treats in there.
Why didn't you learn it why didn't you close the bathroom the first time?
I didn't think he would jump over me.
I mean, he's Atlas. He's pretty unpredictable, to be honest.
And so I shut the door. I have treats and stuff in there to be okay, this is a safe space, trying to go through all the dog training things that, everyone tells you.
Yeah.
This dog. I get him in the bathtub. He lets me do the whole thing, but the whole time he has one paw outside of the bathtub. He refuses to let me put his front paw. He want me in the bathtub.
Okay. Oh my God, dude. Why is he like this?
So then I, get done giving him his bath. I finally get his paw in, and then I shut the curtain so he can, shake off without, getting everything wet. So he just sits there. He doesn't shake. And so I open the curtain, and then what's he do?
Shake.
Shake everywhere. Then he jumps out of the bathtub and shakes again.
Yep.
And again.
Yep.
And then I finally try and get him dry. And I had set towels out on the couch. So, because I knew that's the first place he would jump, would be on the couch or the chair. The chair I don't really care about because that's his chair. That's his spot. No one else really sits there. But the couch was where we needed to be. And this motherfucker decides he's going to jump on the couch. And then he nosedives underneath the towels and flicks them off the couch and rolls on my side of the couch.
As long as it wasn't my side, I didn't care.
I was so mad. And so I told Jay that he has to give Atlas a bath next time because
it's trash. And
what?
Atlas. Is he at the door?
No.
Oh, I thought he was. Damn, just shut him out. Well, you know.
Yeah, I'm 0 for 2 on
Damn,
the
we
bath.
should have did a clothing haul today.
We still can't. I mean, no.
The shit's in a washer, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, it's a podcast. People can't see it if they listen to it on Spotify or
That's
Apple
true.
anyway.
We'll do a clothing haul like one of these days
Yeah.
of what we just bought today.
So we go to this store called Half of Half.
Don't be telling people our secrets where we go. That's our store. I'm
Anyway,
kidding. Let me
they got
stop
some
being
good
toxic.
shit.
My bad.
They got some good shit. And some weird shit. Like, I found a shirt that said, on the front of it, it said, I flex so hard, or I flex the sleeves off. And
Yeah.
it was a picture of the Incredible Hulk. And then on the back of it, it said, not today.
What's Gabby?
Oh, not today. I have mayor things to do. And it was Animal Crossing. So I don't
Yeah.
understand why there was Incredible Hulk and Animal Crossing on the back.
Basically, somebody screen printed on both sides of the shirt because you can tell it was screen printed because the colors were trash. But Half of Half just accepted it. I mean, it's kind of like Goodwill, I guess.
I mean, I don't know. Like, is it? Because I feel like it's just like overstock of like Ross is supposedly like overstock, right? Like that's and like TJ Maxx. I feel like Half of Half is like Ross and TJ Maxx's like overstock. Like they're like, where are we gonna send it now?
Sort of, because like the Sailor Moon shirts, some of those are from Target.
That's true.
So like it's just kind of a weird like kind of where they get their clothes from.
Because some of it has holes and some of it has stains. Like we have found a very questionable stain on a tank top today.
We did.
It was very milky.
We did. It was. Oh my god.
It was.
I need some milk. Why? Ew. The description of that is very milky. Oh god, shut up, dude. So it was a little questionable, but I found like a bunch of band tees. Like I was stoked about that, and then shut the fuck up. And I found a bunch of like just like anime shirts that I really like. So it's a pretty great store, and it doesn't cost as much. Like I think the most I've seen a shirt was like $9.
Yeah, and there's always sales. Like
today was like 99 cents or something.
There was a 99-cent sale today on top of 25%. They have different color tags, but then like every color tag was 25% off. So it's basically just a 25%
except
off.
for the red.
Yeah.
But we still got the reds went down from 6 to
like
4.50.
Yeah.
And then some of them were like 3 something. So it just depended on the shirt, I guess.
Yeah. But you can't go all the time. If you go once, you got to give it a good like couple months.
Yeah, because they'll have the same. Yeah. So I mean, maybe we'll go again like next month to see if it changes, just so we know.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty good store.
Half of Half.
Half of Half. It's on Central and Tyler.
In Wichita.
In Wichita, yeah, that's right. But it's a pretty great store. So
people were making comments because last episode I said I'm a second grade teacher in the city in which we live, because I wasn't sure if we were gonna like say where we were at, you know, for like safety reasons. And then you were like Salina, and I'm like, oh, I guess we're telling people our location.
You know what? Come find me if you want to. I'll fight you. So, end of story. I will fight you. I got time, bitch.
Yeah. You got time?
I got all the time.
Do you?
Except for not between 6 and 11. Got to stream, so
yeah.
Please don't try to fight me then. Fight me anytime before or after that, though. No, not after, because it's night and I don't...
Mm-hmm.
According to Megan, I'm too dark to see in the dark. So,
oh my god, that is not what I said. I was taking a picture and it was very dark out. You can barely see me as well. And I said, it's too dark to see you. Meaning like, just because of the...
Liar. She literally said I was too damn black because she's racist as fuck. Racist as fuck.
No,
you know?
Do not put words in my mouth.
You're like, I'm not trying to get canceled.
I said it's too dark. Not you're too dark.
No, man, she put this face mask on.
Oh my god.
She put a charcoal face mask on. I turn around and I'm like, blackface? Really? You're racist. And I walk out of the bathroom. You know.
She's like,
I was trying to hit You're like, don't fucking touch me.
Oh, Lordy.
She thinks she's a skateboarder because she has a Quicksilver shirt on. So.
I am a skateboarder. I have a skateboard.
Do you use it?
I did last summer. I haven't really done it this summer, but I feel like the.
What? What's the excuse?
It's been hot out.
Ah, bullshit. This is a great time to be outside.
And what would the neighbors think if they just saw me skateboarding down the street?
Nothing. They're outside too with their freaking kids.
Yeah, they do have a lot of kids. Or there's always stray dogs too.
Yeah. We always have a lot of stray dogs. But they're nice.
Yeah.
They like come up to you and shit, and I'm like,
There's
nah,
one time
back
this kid came up with the dog in its hand, rang our doorbell, and he goes, "Is this yours?"
And I was like,
No. It's not. We only have one dog. And
we have a Ring doorbell, so I talk through the Ring doorbell most of the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll answer it, and I'm like, no.
There's this time you were asleep on the couch, and those guys came to the door, and like we ignored it, and they were still standing there. And so I opened the door. I didn't even open the screen door. I just opened the big door, and I said hello. And he was like, "Hi, we're just going door to door, talking about like our cleaning products. Can I give you a sample?" I was like, "Sure." And so he gives me like a little bottle of like floor cleaner or whatever. And like I open the door, the screen door, grab it, and close the screen door again. And he's like, "Okay, I'll be right back." And I was like,
"For what?"
For what? So I set it down, and he comes back carrying like this like floor cleaner and like this other appliance, and I was like, "Oh no, I'm sorry, like I didn't realize you were coming in today." And he goes, "Well, when would be a better time?" And I was like, "Well, we have someone who's not really feeling well in the house right now." And he's like, "Oh, well, I won't make too much noise." Man, I do not want you in my house. And he's like, "Well, can I get the floor cleaner back?" I'm like, "I don't care."
I almost got up and was like, "If you don't go the fuck away, I will punch you in your face."
I didn't even know that door-to-door salesmen still existed like that. And so I gave him back the cleaner through the door. Like I barely cracked open the screen door. And then I was like, "I don't know what you want from me, man. Like, you should have left when we did after the 5 minutes when we didn't answer the door. I'm sorry, I just scratched you."
That was rude, abusive. Oh my god, I'm ashy now. Oh, racist. That's homophobic. I don't want to talk to you
during
anymore.
Pride Month. What?
I don't know. I just did it back to you because you scratched me.
Oh my lord.
You crack nails. You coke nails.
Gosh. My nails aren't even that long.
Bro, you say that and then you scratch me every single time. And I'm like, dude, if you don't leave me alone, stop touching me. Before I call the cops and they take me to jail.
Good lord.
It's fine.
Yeah. But no, I've just been having a hot girl summer complex going on.
Yeah, and I've had a don't want to go back to work complex going on. So
yeah. But it's not like you'd be sitting at home doing nothing.
No, I literally stream all day, pretty much for the most part, just because.
Well, that, and then if you stayed home, it'd be your responsibility to keep up with the laundry, the dishes.
Basically, I have to be an adult. That's basically what she's doing. I have to cook all the good food because, let's face it, I'm the chef. I'm the chef around here, and she's the baker, but we don't have an oven, so.
Well, we have an oven. It just
doesn't work
right now, and the landlord's been kind of jerking us around as like, we have one, but not right now. And then
it's because he doesn't have enough people. His people that he had working for him quit. And I'm like, well, I don't care. That's not my problem. But now I'm finna put some fire up under his ass.
Because you want me to make you cupcakes.
I do. I want cupcakes. And I want cookies. I want to be fat and happy. And I can't do that when he does not deliver.
Breathe. They have Cinnamon Toast Crunch, like cupcake mix, and like the frosting.
Yeah, I want that.
And I love baking, so I'll gladly bake you some cupcakes, but we kind of need an oven first.
Yeah, we do. And another thing is that the floor. We got to get the floor fixed, too.
Because
the tiles are cracked. Yeah. So he's got to come back and redo the floor, which, whatever.
Yeah. I say we rent this house for pretty cheap, so
yeah,
the fact that there's things that need to be fixed aren't, like, surprising.
No. not at all.
Yeah.
It's a safe space though, so.
It is a safe space. It's a lot safer than the last house we lived in. The last house we lived in, the tenants before us sold drugs.
You can't tell the story if you don't know the story.
I do know the story.
A story.
They sold drugs out of the house, and so, but the landlord didn't tell us that. Like, you know,
So basically, the tenant before us, they left with no warning because there were basically someone called the cops on them because they had a garage sale like every weekend, and it was the same stuff, but they were actually using it to sell drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And my old landlord didn't bother to tell us any of that. He just kind of rented out the place literally the following month. And he said that he cleaned the place and he didn't clean it. He didn't clean the carpets. He didn't clean the mold that was in the basement. He didn't fix all the electrical issues.
Well, because the tenant apparently let it flood.
He said the previous tenant let it flood in the basement, which isn't true because it was flooding because he used Quick Seal or Flex Seal on the main pipe that goes into the basement. So he used Flex Seal to seal it, which we all know is not a permanent fix.
Mm-hmm.
And it flooded. So every time it started to rain, it would flood the basement.
Mm-hmm. We had like a good 4 inches of standing water.
And when we're upstairs, and if water somehow gets outside of the shower or something, because the toilet was right next to our shower in that bathroom. And so if there's water that came out of the shower onto the floor between the floorboards, the water would go down into the basement. So it was just a never-ending cycle of issues. Mm-hmm. And then I finally got to a point where I said, you know, my breaking point was the handle on the shower.
Yeah.
It broke off, and then he called someone to come. He said that I had to pay for it, which I was like, no, I don't. You're the landlord. It's your job.
And it's not like we were fucking around with
no,
it.
like it was corroded, and he put 2 handles on the shower that did not belong on that shower.
Like it didn't fit.
They were not the right handles. And so he brought the plumber in, he fixed it, but he actually made it worse because then at that point it wouldn't get cold anymore.
Yeah, it was just like
straight hot water. So like you'd almost have to run it till it just kind of almost runs out of the hottest water, and then, you know, take a shower, and you only have like 5 minutes because then it just gets cold.
Yeah.
And so after that, I just got tired, and I said, nope, fuck this. We should be able to leave because we have pictures of everything before and after. And we were only there from October to March. Mm-hmm. And it was just a never-ending cycle of whenever we need something fixed, he was like, oh, you can fix it yourself. That $25 I take off your rent a month, that should go towards repairs for everything in the place. And I'm like, no, like, this is your job.
And we're talking about repairs that are like...
that are outside of what we do. Like, I'll fix a doorknob. I'll fix, you know, if a screen comes off, I'm fixing the screen. But if it's like, hey... plumbing is bad, you need to come fix the plumbing, that's your job. Electrical work, that's your job. He's like, we were supposed to have the dryer plug fixed in the basement, and he says, oh, it's probably just your dryer, it was working before. It was always that it was working before you got there. And I'm like, that, how do you even know? Because the last tenant wasn't even using the basement. He didn't have a washer and dryer, so how the fuck do you know if it was working?
Not only that, but if we wanted to start using the basement as an actual living space,
we had to pay $150 more. So our rent was already $725 for a 2-bedroom, basically a duplex, but it was as small as an apartment. Mm-hmm. And then if we wanted the basement, it would be $850. Yeah. Because our rent was, I guess it was $100 more because our rent was $725. Originally it's $750, but he took $25 off. But then if we moved over to like using the basement, then we'd have to pay him $850.
If you wanted to use it for anything more than just a washer and dryer.
Yep.
And when he says you lived there, I still lived in Salina at the time. I was just, most weekends I came to Wichita. So.
Well, and his driveway wasn't big, and I had my van, which I couldn't park in the street because it's one of those...
Your work vans, yeah.
It was one of those streets that were like really narrow, and you obviously, but parking on the side with a big vehicle, nobody else was going to be able to get basically around.
And honestly, there was always a cop parked there watching another house.
Yeah, there was always like some weird. Like, weird cop or someone with like marshal with no like lights or anything, decals or anything on the car that was watching the house either across the street or just sitting there. And he'd always be in front of our driveway, and I'd have to tell them to move the fuck out of the way. I don't care if you're sitting here, just move. Like, don't park in front of the fucking driveway. Yeah. So I would park my van back there, and then she would have to park in the grass. And he was like, is she gonna fix my grass? Ha ha ha. Like, it's always like a money thing. Like, he's always just like, he would always make jokes like, where I work at, he was like, well, let me get a discount and blah 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 blah. Like, he would make jokes like that.
He used his tenants for everything, because our neighbor who we shared a wall with, her husband knew, I don't know if he works for,
he owns his own business. He's a traveling electrician. And
so he asked him to come fix the dryer plug and everything, and almost didn't pay him for it.
Yeah, was like, it's not my problem, and he was like, I'm gonna make you pay for it because your tenant shouldn't be paying for it. The other neighbor was all about, like, you know, where I work, they were like, well, we should have had you, you know, we should have got on your account. First of all, it's not fucking funny. It's fucking annoying, and it makes me want to slap the fucking shit out of you when people say stuff like that, of like, let me just get it for free. No, like, I don't even get it for free. What the fuck you getting it for free? Like, so it's just stuff like that is just like, I'm glad we got out of that. And everyone around us now has AT&T, and including ourselves. Yeah. Now we have AT&T, but everyone around us doesn't even have, you know, I guess I could say it. Cox, they don't have Cox. We all have AT&T because Cox is kind of terrible over
in our
here.
Neighborhood, yeah.
It's really bad over here, and they blame it on squirrels, but I would like to think there's something deeper than that.
Yeah, but you know, that last house was pretty trash, so.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that because I feel like we tried really hard to, like,
make it more of a home. And because we knew we were going to be there, I mean, we didn't think
our plan was for us to live there until, like, maybe, like, mid-school year of when we could save up a little bit extra money to, like, move to a better house. But it just got to the point where the mold was making you sick. Yeah. And I think it was honestly making Atlas sick because he was a lot more lethargic. Yeah. At that house. And now he's
hype.
I have accidentally trained him to know that when I get dressed. So that just goes to show that, like, I don't get ready for the day unless I'm going out to go somewhere. And so if he sees me, like, put a shirt and shorts on, and if I put socks on, he knows it's time for a walk. And like, we were getting ready to go to the store to half off half. And I was already dressed, but because I put shoes on, he was bouncing up and down at the door, being like, okay, it's walk time. And I'm like, dude. So I feel like I have to, like, desensitize him to me getting dressed means he's going out. Like, I have to, like, leave without him a few times, you know? Yep. For him to understand. But, because, like, you were streaming one day, and all I did was I changed my shirt. And he was barking at the door, like, come on, let's go. And I'm like, dude, it is 9:30 at night. Like, we are not going out right now. Yeah, you had already gone on his walk that day.
He's weird like that. He's trained though, and he's trained like potty schedules too. Like, if we go to bed late, he'll go to bed late, but he hates it when we do that because then it messes up his potty schedule. So he'll have to get on our schedule to go potty. So.
And honestly, sometimes he's just lazy, and he'd be like, nah, man, I'm good.
Yeah, when I used to get up for work and you'd be home, like on Sundays, I'd be like, you want to go outside? And he'd be like, nah, fam. And I'm like,
I'm laying here. He did, to our alarms, if our alarms goes off, he instantly has to go potty.
Yeah, he knows, like, right when the alarm goes off, he's at the back door. Like, he's ready to go. Yeah. It's kind of a weird thing that I've trained him to do, but
unintentionally trained him though.
Yeah, it's unintentional.
Well, just because, you know, you wake up and, you know, first thing you're like, oh, dog's probably got to go out, so you walk back there like, let's go. And then, but now he bugs me because he knows I'll get up. Yeah, and I won't. So he takes his nose and, like, push at my arm, like, come on, Mom, let's go. And I'm like,
or he'll bark and I'll be like, shut up. Because it'll scare the fuck out of me. Honestly, it's not even to be mean. It's just because it scares me, dude. Like, he'll, like, deep bark and it'll scare me. Like, I'm like, is there another dog in here? But it's just
most of the time I'm pretty much a pretty light sleeper, but he knows when I'm, like, halfway awake. Like, he can sense it. Because I'm...
Did you get that TikTok I sent you of the girl who's like, she was laying under the covers facing the camera, and it was her dog trying to go outside, and he's like...
No, I'm a pretty deep sleeper, so it takes a lot to wake me up, as you know.
Oh my god. I could literally shake the fuck out of her, and I would think that she's awake, but she's not. And I'll just be like, babe, and she'll be like, what? And I'm like, I want to talk to you. And she'll be like, all right. And then we'll talk. And then the next day, I was like, yeah, remember what we talked about? She'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't remember that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm never talking to you again. So, that's also my own fault for, this was obviously at the beginning of our relationship. I don't do that now. I just let her sleep. And then later on, I'm like, well, what you missed was a lot. And then I'll tell her. And then she'll be like, why do you wake me up? Because, bitch, you don't listen either way. So
there was this time that I guess I was snoring. And you had tried to wake me up to tell me I was snoring. I said,
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I was trying to tell her that she was snoring, and she shot up like she was possessed. She shot straight up and said, it's snowing. And I was like, nope, never mind. I'm just going to go to the couch because you're on crack and I got to go. Like, you shot straight up, and I was like, you're possessed. I got to go. Like... no.
I vaguely remember you telling me it was snowing, which wouldn't make sense because it was May. And in my mind...
It would make sense, though, for Kansas, so...
I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
But in my mind, if it was snowing outside, that means I had to get up even earlier to make sure that I could get back to Salina in time to get to work on time. And
That's
so
true.
the panic, it's snowing out? Like, oh shit, like I gotta, like, what time is it? Like, I gotta get up,
And did you have to work that day?
Yeah, it was a Sunday night.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was or not.
Yeah.
Well.
Yes, I feel like we didn't have much to talk about.
But we had much to talk about.
But we just kind of rambled, and that's kind of what this is really going to be. Whatever's on our mind is what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's our opinions, and they don't matter.
They matter to us, but not y'all.
Even though in the last podcast I said the podcast name wrong like 3 times.
She definitely did.
It's my opinion doesn't matter, not our opinion doesn't matter, but...
It's fine.
It's whatever.
But we are glad that you guys joined us again for another episode.
And if anybody follows us on our Instagram or anything, leave us topics to talk about.
Yeah. Leave us comments and stuff.
Yeah,
we read those.
Yeah, we do. And
we may not respond, but...
or leave us questions and we'll answer questions and stuff.
Yeah.
I say Instagram would probably be the best place. We do have a TikTok, but we don't really utilize that.
We should.
We should, but...
We don't.
So Instagram would be the best place. And what's our Instagram name?
I don't know. You made it.
It is...
What is it?
It is MODM podcast. So my opinion doesn't matter podcast.
Alrighty, well, that wraps another episode.
Yeah, we'll see you next Sunday. Bye.